Good morning, YouTubers. Beautiful sunny morning, although they're still talking about the weather all over the place, as if we've had the worst winter in years. I'll just remind them that 1947, when I was 6, they had the worst winter in 100 years, and coped with it. No choice and all that. This is number 7. A lot's happened since number 6, including trying to get this thing working. Modern technology, I'm afraid, is beyond me. I think the most technological thing I did when I was 6 was help fetch the accumulator from Mr. Grice for the radio. It cost 6pence. I've just about mastered the light switch, and that's about my limits. So, onward, ever onward. I'll carry on with the sort of 46, 47, 48 up to 50 for a while. Just to set the scene, as I said before, for the period when I was very young. And then we'll see. I did one or two figures to do with prices nowadays. Old money, you're the experts on that. What is it? 240 pennies to the old pound. One or two figures might be interesting of what it was like. Let me think. Let me look. Going to the pictures. 1 and threepence, old money. What else? Just look. The seaside, going to the seaside had come in. Not only for those that were lucky, but sticking in my mind is the price of a cup of tea, 4pence, and the price of a deck chair on the beach, 2pence. And this is old money, of course. Cost of a deck chair, nothing if you spotted the attendant coming. Derby County in 1946 was in the FA Cup, and the cheapest tickets were 17 new pence. It was 3 and 6pence, old money, the cheapest, and the dearest was just over £2, £2, 2 shillings. You've got to remember, of course, what people are earning, but all the same, it's interesting compared with today. What else? A man in Derby was seriously injured in a motor accident, and he was told he would never work again, and the union fought for him for compensation because it was a lorry accident, and he was granted £3,000. That was for the rest of his life. £3,000. Footballers, Reg Harrison played for Derby County. I remember it. He's still alive. He's 90. I remember him saying to me that he wasn't on full pay, and full pay was £10 because he was only young. They actually went on strike, footballers, for £7 a week. That, I believe, was either 46 or 47. Stanley Matthews, one of the best footballers this country, and in the world, I suppose, has ever seen, was transferred from Stoke to Blackpool. And the price was £11,500. When you consider what they get nowadays, there's quite a few players that have cost 30 million in new money, and now Torres cost 50 million, went from Liverpool to Chelsea, and the young lad, I forgot his name, doesn't matter, who went to Spain from England last year, was 90 million. It'll come to me later on when it's of no use to me, not to worry. Joys of getting old. Who else? The way of life of years ago was totally, totally different. Let me mention it. Some words might do it. You've got people doing bad things today, but you've got some things that wouldn't, well, you wouldn't even notice. A 19-year-old, for instance, was in court for wandering. Another man was in court in Ilkeston, not very far from me here in Derby. He was charged with eavesdropping. Then a days, of course, you're at risk of being sentenced, including hard labour. Dear, dear. What else in the way of court and whatnot? Somebody was out at night, and they were sort of apprehended and charged. I'm trying to think what it was called. It could have been even this wandering thing in another name. A lady who was in court was described as aged, and she was actually 62. I suppose then a days you were aged, because the life expectancy of a lady was 68, and the life expectancy of a man was 62. And that was around about 45 to 48. Nothing, is it? I used to listen to the radio a lot then a days. You took it to be charged, as I mentioned, sixpence from Mr. Grice's. And I can remember PC 49 was popular. His full name, PC Archibald Barclay Willoughby. On the radio you've got people like Vic Oliver, who was related to Winston Churchill. I think he was son-in-law, if I got it right. People like Arthur Askey. I can't think offhand. Kenneth and George, who did little songs, little ditties. I think they were called the Western Brothers. Television, tiny viewing figures. People couldn't afford it, and there wasn't the range of stuff anyway. All on your Bakelite radio, of course. When I show you some of my treasures round about here, I think, no, I haven't got a radio. I've got stuff made out of Bakelite, but no radio, fun enough. I've got wooden ones. But the lifestyle, as you can see, totally different. If you were lucky to go to Butlins, the toilets were marked lads and lasses. I think the youngsters of today would be rather contemptuous. They shouldn't be. We enjoyed ourselves. The co-op, places like the co-op shops, amongst many others. You've got dividend, a sort of money back scheme twice a year. Very, very popular with the ladies of the house, particularly useful at Christmas. Money wasn't in masses. Nobody was very rich, apart from the people that we never saw. You see a knife grinder come round on a bike. When did you last see a knife grinder? Upturned bike, pedalled, and did your knives? No, long since gone. A shop in Derby, typical of the time, had a notice, quite a posh shop. We buy furniture, not we sell furniture. We buy furniture. You know, that was quite amazing. Things were in such short supply. Hunter's the name of the shop. Quite a nice shop, still going, probably owned by different people, but quite posh. Yeah, we had a turban gentleman come round selling cottons from a basket. Was it a basket? I think it was. He sold cottons and buttons, anything to do with haberdashery, is it called? I can remember tape being 8p. Incidentally, he's a lovely man. It was the only coloured gentleman we ever saw. Sorry, I'm politically incorrect there, aren't I? He's now called black gentleman. I can't keep up with it, honestly. But he was a lovely chap. And incidentally, he was the only coloured black man I ever saw in Ockbrook at that time. And we didn't have a single black child in the school. Just to finish off this today a little bit, one or two things that you came across. I'm just looking down. I think I've covered most of them. Another interesting fact, the school leaving age went up to 15 not long after the war. That made a big difference. What else? Yeah. I'll tell you what, you tell me a couple of things that you remember from this period. I shall remember them when I've turned this infernal machine off. But you can see it was totally different. Don't forget I'm talking from a child's point of view as well. Just want to finish off. Do you remember me talking about the gentleman that annoyed me, the clerical gentleman that annoyed me because he said it wasn't my birthday? It was the anniversary of my birthday. I was thinking about this, and a tiny part of my life, that is, probably 10 minutes out of thousands and thousands of hours. And another one, again, so tiny, so insignificant. I watched the local football team. I must have been about 7. And one of the gentlemen, Leslie Clifford, long since dead, quite a bit older than me, he kindly spoke to me at half-time. And he said, you know, you like football? I said, yes. And he said, can you kick with both feet? And very proudly again, I said, yes. Put both my feet together and jump forward with both feet together, kicking a ball. He didn't, of course, mean this. He meant, could I kick with my left foot and my right foot? I wonder why that stayed in my mind. And I wonder, you know, how. I'll let you into a secret. I actually believe that everything we've ever experienced is still in the mind, and it's a matter of being able to withdraw it. Strange belief, maybe. Anybody else believe the same? I think, personally, the brain is far superior to the modern computers, but they're catching it up. Anyway, number 7. Sorry for the delay. It's been a strange week, technological-wise, and everything else for that matter, health-wise, but we're still here. Goodbye for now. Number 8, hopefully, will be a lot quicker than number 7. Thank you. Bye-bye.